From the Millersville University Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Elliott here with the short-term forecast and video discussion issued on Monday, May 12th. Well, you really could not have asked for a nicer Mother's Day weekend across the lower Susquehanna Valley. The sun was out pretty much the entire weekend. Winds were light on Sunday, and high temperatures were in the pleasantly warm upper 70s to low 80s with low humidity to boot. The week is starting on an equally nice note today, but unfortunately it looks like the weather is going to deteriorate during the middle of the week. So without further ado, let me jump into our daily climatology. I'm expecting a high of a pleasantly mild 80 degrees today at Millersville University, and that is about 7 degrees above the normal high of 73. This morning's low of 50 was right around the average low of 48. Today's record high was 89, set in 1959, with a record low of 31, set in 1940. As we take a look at the sky cam from the John Wright restaurant looking east across the Susquehanna River into Lancaster County, you'll notice there's only a few high cirrus clouds streaming across the sky right now. In general, skies are mostly sunny, but those clouds will begin to lower and thicken later this afternoon and this evening. And you can see that on the visible satellite imagery as well. Only some very high wispy cirrus across the region right now, but you'll notice that thicker cloud cover down in portions of central and southern Virginia and West Virginia. So that's going to be moving north and eastward throughout the rest of the day and ultimately overspreading the lower Susquehanna Valley this afternoon and this evening. As we take a look at the models, specifically the European model for 8 p.m. this evening, you'll notice that there's this large disorganized low pressure system over the south central and southeastern United States. And you notice that there's rain progressing northward across the mid-Atlantic states this evening. I don't really expect much of that to reach areas north of I-70 until after sunset, and they really probably won't reach southeastern PA and parts of Lancaster County until later tonight, specifically after midnight. But in general, I expect those showers to overspread the region from southwest to northeast between approximately 8 p.m. this evening and 2 a.m. on Tuesday. You'll notice that fetch of southerly flow to the west or on the backside of that high pressure system over the western Atlantic. So you're going to have this clockwise flow there around this high pressure system combined with the counterclockwise flow around this broad low pressure system over the lower Mississippi Valley. So we're going to have this deep southerly flow, this fetch of moisture originating from the Gulf and southwestern Atlantic, and that's going to be fairly persistent through the middle of the week. So we're going to be continuing to draw moisture into the region on Tuesday and into Wednesday. So with that being said, tomorrow's going to be a really cool, cloudy, damp, dreary, but muggier day. Dew points are going to climb back into the 60s overnight tonight, and they're really going to stay in the low to mid 60s through the middle of the week. So you're definitely going to notice an uptick in that humidity out there. But again, with those clouds and that southeasterly flow off the Atlantic, high temperatures are likely going to be stuck in the mid to upper 60s tomorrow. We're going to be dealing with periods of generally light to moderate rain and drizzle. None of this looks particularly heavy tomorrow or even into tomorrow night. There will be some pockets of some heavier downpours, but I think by and large, this is just a light to moderate steady rainfall tomorrow into tomorrow night. As we move forward then into Wednesday, that real slug of moisture, the deepest slug of moisture, probably will move off to our north and east by Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon. But as that low pressure system gets closer, at least what's left of it, we are going to be dealing with some more scattered showers and perhaps a few embedded thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon. But again, even though we're expecting an additional 1 to 2 inches with locally higher amounts, perhaps up to 2.5 or 3 inches in spots through the middle of the week, this is a long duration event. These heavier rainfall totals are going to take 24 to 48 hours to occur. They're not going to happen in a 3 to 6 hour period. So with that being said, I don't expect any stream, creek, or river flooding. There could be some standing water in low-lying and poor drainage areas, but by and large, this rain is still going to be largely beneficial, as there still are some pockets of moderate to severe drought across northern Maryland and parts of the lower Susquehanna Valley. After this week, I kind of expect most of that to be gone. So again, this is pretty much a good thing over the next 48 to 72 hours. Just make sure to keep an umbrella handy and that rain gear as well, and be prepared for areas of slow travel, especially during the AM and PM commutes. So taking a look at the short-term forecast tonight, mostly cloudy and mild, with a few showers arriving after midnight, low 62. Cloudy and cooler, but humid on Tuesday with periods of light rain and drizzle, high 68. Cloudy and muggy again on Wednesday with scattered showers and perhaps an embedded thunderstorm or two, especially in the afternoon, high 70. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the short-term forecast. Tune back in next Monday for the latest edition. Until then, make sure to keep an umbrella and rain gear handy through the middle of the week.